Hi everyone, my name is Miranda Vespi, and my final project is on fluency-oriented reading instruction, or FORI for short. I chose to do my project on this topic because I think as teachers we hear that repeated readings will help our students, but for some we're unsure why or how to do it in our classrooms. As a reading specialist at my school, I've seen a lot of time being spent with students reading at their independent levels with this new reading program we've adopted, and I wanted to find a research-based approach that the classroom teachers could easily use to provide more practice of grade level texts for all of the students. So, why is fluency important? Some may wonder why we should spend instructional time on fluency and why is it relevant today? The National Reading Panel has identified fluency as one of the 5 critical factors that is necessary for reading comprehension. They stated that guided repeated oral reading procedures that included guidance from teachers, peers, or parents had a significant and positive impact on word recognition, fluency, and comprehension across a range of grade levels. They suggest guided oral reading and repeated reading procedures apply to all students, good readers, as well as those experiencing reading difficulties. The NRP, Motes, and Kuhn and Stahl found that there are constructs that are normally applied to determine whether someone is reading fluently. In general, these constructs are automatic and accurate word recognition and the proper use of prosody. Motes mentions in Module 5 of the letter series that many researchers have documented that oral reading fluency is an excellent early predictor of later reading difficulties, no matter what background of that student. And that early reading instruction should target fluent word recognition and fluent execution of sub-skills that contribute to word reading. That being said, research has shown that reading fluency involves every process and sub-skill involved in reading for students to continue down the path of fluent reading for meaning. While fluency instruction should happen for all readers, struggling readers should also systematically and in parallel address the sub-skills that lead to fluent oral reading, like letter-sound correspondence, symbol patterns, morphemes, etc., instead of just focusing on them in isolation. So what is FORI? Who is it for? Many of you have read about FORI in an article during week 5 of this course that I'll reference later in the slides, and it was also referenced in Letters Module 5 on developing fluency. Fluency-oriented reading instruction is an approach to build fluency and comprehension of grade-level appropriate texts through repeated readings, text-related discussions, and strong teacher support and guidance before and after reading. It is an approach for whole classroom instruction that gradually releases responsibility for the reading of a particular text over the course of a week. The lesson plan is based on a 5-day cycle, with the teacher providing full support for the materials early on and lessening the support as the week continues, so that by the end of the week, the children should be able to carry out the reading on their own. FORI was actually first designed to help teachers implement their district's mandate that students had to only be taught using grade level texts. Research has proven FORI to be effective between learning to decode and reading independently for comprehension, which is most often between that 2nd and 3rd grade level. It is often recommended for 2nd grade because it is seen as that transition time between the simple and predictable text used in 1st grade and that more complex stories and expository text that you might see in 3rd grade and higher.